Okay, I know that the hat is making like a weird shadow, but I thought it was important to tell you what I know about a couple of things. Living in the UK for a few months on an extended business trip has been quite an adventure, I would say. A lot of people have been asking me, what is it like there? How is it different than the US? What is your apartment like? How are you living? What's going on? So I thought what I would do is start taking a camera with me and start telling you exactly what's going on. So this is my apartment that is in Canary Wharf area. It's about it's like a half a mile or a mile, I don't remember, from work, but it is a little walk, a little brisk walk in the morning to get to the office and back. And I guess I'll take you on a tour and we'll show you around. Okay, all right. So here's the first thing, here's the door. Here's one thing that's different. This door, you have to pull it up like this so that when you do the electronic lock, it will lock. If you leave it like unlatched like this, and you don't do this important step, it won't lock. The electronic phone unlocking system was kind of hard to master at the first point. I think I spent the first couple nights with the door unlocked, but there's kind of a chain, so I was safe. Then I asked the person who showed me the apartment, how do you work this lock? And he told me. And that's how it works once you reactivate it. So it's still officially unlocked, just so you know. And then I have some other parts of the apartment to show you. If I can, see, can I do this? Or yeah, let's do it together, I guess. Okay, so this is my kitchen. I'm gonna have to turn it around. Okay, here we go. This is my kitchen. And you can see that it has a lot of counter space and a stovetop and a real oven. And this brand, this Smeg, I'm not familiar with it. It seems like it's a European thing. Dishwasher, also Smeg. Little pod coffee maker. And I don't know, I like the coffee my husband makes me at home, which is pour over. I'm super spoiled. Has a double toaster. If you want to have 4 slices of toast, you may. A sink with all the stuff. It also came with all of the glassware and goodies. All of the things that a person would need. Kind of like an Airbnb, because it is something called a serviced apartment. And a serviced apartment is a little different than a regular apartment or even just a furnished apartment, because it has it has the linens. So it's more like an Airbnb, I would say. And let's see, it came with all of the silverware and pots and pans. They're not great, but they suffice for what I need. The refrigerator is small. It's not at all like an American refrigerator. Like this is like half an American refrigerator, which is okay because I guess you have to go shopping frequently here anyway, because the food actually, I've noticed, goes bad. There's a small freezer, no ice maker, no ice cube trays. I don't know how to get them. So in UK, ice is just not a critical function of a kitchen, apparently. This is the microwave. The Smeg microwave and I have battled a lot, because if you look at it, there are just these little weirdo dials. Like, what do you do with that? So when I first came, I didn't know how to use it. I had to look it up on the internet. And cupboard. And another cupboard where I keep my recycling. Super exciting. I would say one of the things that I've learned here that I really like is this fabulous thing. It is just a little tiny vacuum, an electric broom, so to speak. I just love it. I don't think I will ever use a regular broom again, ever. So here's kind of the layout. So I'm standing in the kitchen. You can see the little eating area, little dining area, as well as the combination. So this is kind of an open floor plan concept. You have the kitchen, the dining, and the living room area all together. So that's what that looks like. We'll come back out here. And then you see, this is an office. This is probably one of the reasons why I really liked this place and said, yeah, let's just do this one, because it had a separate work area. And the reason my apartment is so big is because my husband and my dog were supposed to come. I don't think they're coming now. I don't know if I can get my money back for my dog deposit. Probably not. It's probably gone. All right. What I did like about this too was the view and the little, there we go. That's something. That's something. I just wish there was patio furniture or something out here. I will probably just move a kitchen chair out here and see what anybody says about that. I think it still gets rain up here, but as rainy as the UK has a reputation for, I haven't seen that much rain, so much rain. Maybe I'm just here when it's not rainy. There's the front door. There are these closets, which are great. They have all the drawers and compartments that you could ever want. And the slider doors, so they don't take up any more floor space to open them or not. Alas. And in shelves, they have all that in. Let's see. Okay, a nice little hallway here. And a bathroom. A very funny thing about the bathrooms that I have encountered, and maybe this is because it's kind of like an Airbnb and it's not a house, but the light switch is on the inside, or not inside, light switch is on the outside of the room, which is weird. Isn't it weird? I don't know. But it was that same way at the hotel that I was for a little while too. And I had a hard time figuring that out. And there are no actual plugs to plug in a hairdryer. No hairdryer. So you have to dry your hair in some other room. So tough luck. So nice big shower. All the equipment's a little towel warmer. And the floor is heated too. You don't need that in June. But it was nice to have it in February. A laundry room, complete with an ironing board and an iron and another Smeg appliance. Smeg, I do not understand. So this appliance is also a dryer. It's a combination. You do have to run those cycles separately. See, there's the washing over here and then the drying on this side. I don't know what night means. Gym, shirts, super fast dry, gentle dry, intensive dry. I don't know. Maybe this is a wash cycle. Yeah, that looks like a wash cycle. A 3-hour wash cycle. No. I haven't played with those presets. I've only done this side here. I did use the dryer once and it completely poly-shocked my clothes. So they are over this drying rack, which the apartment actually came with, because they know they don't do with appliances very well. I actually had somebody ask me about how I thought the laundry systems worked here in the UK. They said, we're terrible at them. They said, we just don't know what we're doing with appliances. And I can vouch and say, yes, that's very true. This is the guest room, or the second bedroom. However, it is the one I am sleeping in right now because the bed is more comfortable. It's just less used. The mattress is less used. I would move this mattress into the other room. Maybe I'll do that if I'm feeling really, I don't know, vigorous later. This is the primary bedroom, where you have the same size bed, two little things here, another view out the window. It can be kind of brutal in the morning because this is east facing. The east facing nature of it will have the sunlight stream in and then bang off of the mirrored closet, and the mirrored closet will come back in your eye. This is usually during a hair drying situation. So you got to keep those closed, and keeping them closed keeps it cooler in here too. There is an actual door here to go out on the patio from the bedroom, which is nice. Not patio, I guess balcony is the appropriate term. There's that hair dryer because these plugs are not in the bathroom. Again, built-ins in the closets, lovely. And pretty sturdy doors, I would say. They're a nice design. And then there's a bath here too. So there is a soaking tub, very, very nice. More apartment than I need, maybe. Yes, I know it's more than I need. But I really was anticipating having 2 other living beings here with me, and that would have been nice. So that is the grand tour of the Canary Wharf apartment. And I hope you enjoyed it.